Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Already butchered that one. Welcome to SpeedForce Racing. I've made an absolute mess already of the commentary. I have not drunk. That's Alex's job. Already getting it. Okay, Alex is joining me here tonight. I've already butchered the intros. Alex, why don't you just talk for a minute while I reset my brain?
Oh no! What happened there? There's a YouTube reference for you. So it's gone horribly wrong out on the stream. Hello, welcome to SpeedForce Racing. We are here in Barcelona for the penultimate round of Barcelona.
We're both screwed. It's done. There we go. That's the start for SpeedForce Racing's penultimate round. Let's go through the Drivers' Championship. You don't get this on Formula 1 or at AOR. In the lead, with 127 points, is Nikos in P1 and Mixius Drama in P2. I think Nikos is champion because Mixius Drama only has 69 points. Glock is in P3 and then Stam is in P4. Josh is in P5, though he has been moved to GP2. And Raikkonen is in P6. Senna is in P7. Who goes under Perez now. Walter David is in P8 and Jesse Tony is in P9. Medium Pilot is in P10. Whitestick is in P11. Brumant Dino is in P12 and Samu is in P13. Fotio is in P14. Tuzmus is in P15. Peter Solheim, who has been moved to GP2, is in P16. Ari Flo is in P17. AGP is in P18 and Nick is in P19. Boca Berserk is in P20. Okay, right, so we've already knackered the start of a stream. Shall we try and make it better?
So just to let you know, wait. So we're not in Barcelona?
No, we're in Brazil.
well then, Carp, I've got to get on the flight. I've gone to Barcelona. Oh no! Lee sent me the complete wrong location.
Yeah, what we had Alex off looking at the testing of the 2019 cars before we got our hands on them in August. We had to make sure that they were all right. And personally, how do you think they are?
Wait! I'm getting news that we got a clip from me in Barcelona. Oh no, the footage corrupted. Okay, we're not having any footage of me in Barcelona, so it was a complete waste of time. But the cars, they do look lovely, and Pierre Gasly's smash car was a certain favourite of mine.
Oh dear, I like Gasly. But anyway, off the subject of real Formula 1, we're here at the penultimate round in SpeedForce Racing. Next we're heading to Abu Dhabi, in Brazil, in Barca, Brazil. Barca, Brazil.
It was just how much confidence I had in it, and I screw up as well. That was a mess.
It really was. To be fair, it can't be more of a mess than GP2 because what happened in GP2 last night? Well, it was a massive crash, literally 3 meters into the race, which cost 2 drivers their drives.
Would you say that it was good that I've retired for the rest of the season?
I think you need to get back in the car, mate, and spend a little bit more time. That's why I'm going back. It's funny. The first stream really back after my after my confirming to be driving back again in SpeedForce Racing means that, oh dear, I've just mucked up the intro, proving why I should not be a pundit.
And then I am commentating over you, and then the next day commentating with you, depending on which one you're in.
I'm doing all of them. I'm doing all of them. I'm doing GP3 and Prem.
Yeah, I'm commentating Prem with you next season. It's been confirmed.
Woo-hoo!
So you're gonna hear more of me, and what nickname can I cut with you? I'll call you
Crash-tastic JB.
No, because I'll just call you Jack because I'm nice. There you go, Jack.
Jack of all removing traits. So we're here in Brazil,
yes.
And this track is a cruel mistress, really, isn't it? You can be really consistent through 2/3 of a lap, which isn't the first sector. The first sector you can lose all the time in the Celerestas, can't you?
Yes, you can, and it's also track extend the musical around this circuit. It's very difficult to track extend. They're very easy to track extend. Sorry, so there's only a lot of track extending penalties, I think. However, also as well, I'm commentating on the GP2 stream as well, so I'm going to be the next JB, and I'll be commentating 2 nights a week here for SFR.
Then racing 1. That's normally how it goes with us. We have commentators that will race in one division and commentate on the others, and yeah, I think that's a brilliant way we got it forwards, and it's a great way to finally get me plugged back into one of these Grand Prix cars.
Yes, and I think, obviously this is This is the one. This is the last. This is the one before stop. This is the penultimate stop of the World Championship, and it's like obviously, mate, because I never look at it. I'll be honest, I'm a terrible pundit like you. Is the series wrapped up yet, or can it be wrapped up today, or what's?
In the Premier Division, I believe it is, due to the fact that Nikos has got a lot of points versus his closest championship being Mixed Series Drama, only having 69. I think Nikos is classed as the Prem season champion.
Well, this it was a very short season, if I remember correctly. So next is it a full season next season? What's the plan?
We are aiming to go back to a full season, yes, next season. We had a few issues with Prem starting out as Weisslick retired in the pit lane already. Not sure was that was down for. Might be down to a drive-through stop-and-go penalty, or not. What am I about? A qualifying ban even.
Dobby got lost in Barcelona there. He went completely off the circuit. Don't know what happened there. Come on, mate.
Oh
no! What is going on?
Definitely not what you want to see at this track. There's Nikos getting way out of the way. Nick being disqualified from the session. Black flag for one Red Bull driver. The other one on stream right now. Smooth segue, I know. No, we had a lot of issues with numbers at the start of the Premier season, and now we think we've got that all fixed for season 4. So it's all going to be nice and still very nice.
Next season you'll be catching me in GP3, hopefully getting I'm planning on getting a podium in Australia. That's what I'll say as Dobby comes into the pits, because he's probably wrecked his tyres after getting lost in Barcelona. I'll be honest. So Jesse Tony about to start a lap then. That's the man I'm calling.
He's about to finish it. Crossing the line now to 1 minute 8.8. That's
I am so dumb.
Is that?
Well, I want to promise you, right? I promise you just now. Although JB said I was drinking before the stream started, I've only had one. So I'm not drunk yet. I've lost it. I'm knackered. I'll be honest. As two drivers goes fastest.
We have a new driver in tonight, and I'm going to nickname them Abby in the Haas, because I have no idea how to say that name.
That was a spectacular time, because I have no idea you get a 125 around Barcelona.
I used to go Abby Oden. I quite like that. Abby Oden.
Abby Oden, 2004, 1224. What is it with these numbers, man?
I used to stick with just one number behind mine. Here's Bruno Dinio.
Dobby 3, 1, 2. That's for Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton goes again. Wow,
yes,
good
David
job.
at the top is not able to. To be fair, that's pretty close for the championship contender in GP2. She's honest to be, but at the same time, that's possibly the worst thing to happen as well, because he's on the fastest compound. He's also said to me, "Better load my Spain setup then," and that was a response to the fact that we're in Barca, Brazil tonight.
Barca, Brazil. As currently the Toro Rossos are using each other, it looks like. Although Glocky's in an in-lap, but he's helping his teammate, Bumundinho, as Bumundinho's about to come across the line now. I believe Glocky will go into the pitch, yes, that's what's happened. No, he's not. Glocky's come around again, and Bumundinho is fastest.
Good lap there for Bumundinho. I cannot for the life of me remember what his GP2 time is, and yet I always pretend I remember.
Yeah, but I think to be fair, that was Bumundinho's use of his teammate Glocky that just kind of gave him a couple extra tenths over Hamilton. Not saying the lap wasn't good, but obviously using your teammate helps a lot. As Hamilton's about to call cross line again, will he improve? No.
Can Hamilton do? No, guess not. But everyone seems to be very split on strategy right now. Some people are sticking with the red wall super soft tyres. Other people going for a more relaxed approach and going for the harder compounds.
It is interesting, yeah. I'm currently following Nickel, who is on the medium tyres.
1 minute 4.
Nikos goes
1 minute
fastest.
7.4, sorry, is Nikos' time, uploading him into first position. Here is our favourite house elf coming through T1, 2 and 3, now onto the DRS straight.
Nichols about to finish his lap. Where's that put him? Oh no, he doesn't invalidate it. Good job, man.
Nickel was obviously our winner last time out in Mexico. So he's been
I forgot Mexico. I forgot Mexico because of what happened.
But yet
Medium Pilot goes fourth.
Yeah, Medium Pilot looking strong tonight on the hardest compound of tyres. Gonna have a look around. What can we find here? We've got Mercedes drama now into P1. I think Tuzmus once again is struggling at this track. Lee, who's not even bothering.
The Ferraris are 1-2 at the minute. But interestingly, there is there was two drivers in the 1 minute 8-1s that be medium pilot and T Jonas. As now our favourite Harold's Lever's about to come across the line. Let's see where that puts him on the super softs. What is he saying, Dobby? Third.
That is a close lap. Look how close he is to Nikos. Same tyres, younger tyres. I think
Yes,
he'd be happy about that.
I believe medium pilot might be going for another one though. I don't really know. He's pushing. Obviously, those mediums you can do a couple of laps.
Is he going to be medium with a board, or is he going to be at the top of it? Who knows?
Well, he's obviously going to go on the soft run later on. He's going to come across the line. He's got no ERS left to deploy. He goes across the line. Still 6th position.
Minuscule.
I think he improved. Yeah, he did improve a little bit, didn't he? Interestingly, though,
improves I've ever seen.
Abby on the super softs. No, the worst person on the super softs was T Jonas. Very close to Bernardino. However, I think we're going to see the guys on the. Can you super softs mediums on here? Is that a possibility? I did no practice because I don't race.
It will be interesting to see what they do. I think you can super soft to mediums here, but I think you'll end up pitting again for another set of super softs or another set of softs in general. Later on in the Grand Prix, we saw it in GP2 last night, but bearing in mind we were conflicted with a virtual safety car last night. I don't think we were conflicted with an actual safety car, because that was in my last race here at Brazil, and Lickle pulls into pit lane. Oh, T. Jonas almost getting it wrong. But he's okay, he's on a fast lap. I think he's going to get going for actually setting this lap. I know he's not getting into pit lane. No, he's not. He is crossing the line. Crossing the line even quicker. He's going to go 1 minute 8.0, which is an improvement by a 10th, but not much on track.
Nope. But fair, interestingly, people will get to come out. Samu, I don't know that's because of the penalty. James Braden will get to come out as well. I'm going to be interested in what people do as Abby started a new lap on a set of super soft tyres.
Apparently Medium Pilot was doing a Mark Webber according to Weisslick, so that might be down to lag, saying that Medium Pilot maybe lagged into the air or something. Can't think of what Mark Webber did at Brazil. Mark Webber crashed at Brazil, didn't he? He crashed in the Jaguar a few years ago.
Probably let Sebastian Vettel through, I'll be honest.
No, that was Schumacher. Schumacher did that.
2012,
I remember being so angry when Schumacher did that. I actually threw something at the TV.
The best, to be honest, my favourite driver in 2012 was Paul di Resta.
I think my favourite was Stub Jansen, because it's the law.
As Abby's about to come across the line, then on the super soft tyre run, what do he do?
Taking the short line.
Does he improve?
He does, the 7th.
Oh, there was a very close.
There's a definite split, isn't there, in the grid?
I don't know whether James Braden and Samu have qualifying bans.
I'm not sure, to be honest. I probably should know, but I'm not sure.
I'll message the gods and find out.
Do they answer? I guess we're close to God. We are in Brazil. They had that massive ass statue in Rio. How much do you reckon that cost to build? That statue.
£2.
Yeah, well.
Oh, it was too smooth to get to. Oh no, he got it all wrong. The too smooth.
Oh, Yong Shao as well. That's a difficult corner to get right. Anyway, let's go on board with Perez, who is just finishing his lap now on the medium tyres. And again, invalidated. He's struggling at this track thing. It's getting a little bit darker here. I wonder if we'll see any rain during the race or not. It doesn't look like they're preparing for any rain with these tyre choices, does it?
Well, at least this time you're not in a bra, and I'm not in my shorts, so we should be alright.
I liked my bikini.
I didn't.
I liked it.
As Hamilton is on a lap right now in the super soft tyres.
Yeah, Hamilton is he's there. There's a definite split from 5th upwards. There's that definite split between drivers. It's very odd to see that. You don't normally see that in the Premier Division, do you?
Nope, and also the gods replied to me, and apparently not as they're aware when it comes to the qualifying brands of James Braden and Sammy, so let's wait until the very last minute for one run, but I wouldn't do that round Brazil. I think it's a very difficult track. But I'm following Hamilton, I don't know about you. I think...
Look at Perez, I've been looking at him since the start of his lap. It's coming through. But G. Johnson's been dethroned by Glocky on the soft tyres, has gone into 6th place to match his teammate. Now Perez is going to see if he can get involved in that. He does, a 1 minute 8-7, sorry, and he is now on the board, but he's not where he wants to be. And Lickle just licking his way past the people and getting up into P1 for 1 minute 6.9.
It's a good time. What will Hamilton do? I think he's the danger man right now.
Ooh,
Second.
5 tenths.
He would have got pole for the improvement. I'm currently following T. Jonas.
Jesse Tony's gone for a big spin in the centre S. Not sure what happened there. Rear locking. I know exactly what happened there. He's gone through T1, and just as you go wide at T1, because you always want to get a little bit wide to slingshot yourself in, there's that one patch of grass that the Brazilian... sorry, who owns Interlagos? Oh yeah, Bernie put in there to just drive you nuts.
Well, Bernie once wanted to have sprinklers on the circuit, so...
Oh God, don't remind me. He is an absolute person. Yeah, that's all I'll say.
Do you know what? People that hate the Halo still, I don't understand it. I got used to it though.
I'm used to it. I don't mind it at all.
it.
I like Indy cars. That's the open ones I can deal with.
T. Jonas goes across the line and goes 7th. So he dethrones the Toro Rosso boys. Good job by the Williams. Claire will just be happy to see that that her car isn't dead last for once.
She'll be happy that she turned up. Do you reckon Claire, she sat there and she's like, I promise we'll make it to Abu Dhabi. Sure we'll get to Abu Dhabi. You know how much the joke, it's funny, one of the jokes I have, medium pilot that goes on the P1 is a 1 minute 6.7, a good lap there for the Mercedes, is someone put up like a wanted dog poster in the middle of Oxford and put missing Williams FW42, or whichever number it is, last seen in Oxfordshire, please contact Claire Williams with the Williams phone number.
Oh my god, right, speaking of getting back to the game, Two Smooths is cutting on up on the soft tyres. Don't really know that'll get it, considering most of the field are on super softs. So I think you'll finish out the top 10 unless it's a cracking lap on those softs. But obviously... Oh, Two Smooths! He's out!
Is he now? Where's he out?
It's somewhere in the middle section, to be honest, I don't know Brazil too well.
We'll be having a look right now. Spyrus has been awarded the best helmet of the week from me for matching his McLaren very nicely. Says that from a McLaren factory driver in GT Sport. Where is that stricken Alfa Romeo?
He's around the corner from here, mate, that's all I'll say. Look on the left, hopefully you'll see him. He was there, that's where he lost it.
Ooh, that's easily done. So yes, in all of that, I signed a contract with McLaren on GT Sports to be a factory driver. Though it is only in the main series, you know, that anyone can sign with. But I'm still going to count as a win that he's actually driving my car. You know.
Spyrus, though, about to cross the line, the first one on the super softs. What can he do? Let's find out. Looked like a pretty clean lap to me. Where will that put him though?
Ooh, look at that! Up there with his teammates. Sees everyone's going 2x2 today.
Speaking of my favourite house elf, he's about to start his lap.
He's going to get so annoyed when he hears the scoring and that. See, there
it's fine. If I did...
Do you see that little patch of grass on board with Dobby there as he comes through? Dobby just missed it, but it's clear that Jesse Tony hit that and he just went round.
Yeah, I mean, it's easily done.
Oh,
but,
definitely.
To be fair, I wouldn't make those jokes about Dobby if I've never been in the party chat with him, but yeah.
Oh yeah, Dobby's a lovely chap.
He is a brilliant guy. His image, I believe, is Spyro, so that gives him bonus points.
Man, remastered Spyro as well.
I played that. I completed it in like a week.
It was never a long game. To be honest, I'm not playing much right now. I still need to finish working my way through Red Dead Redemption, but I haven't had 5 minutes to.
I'm playing Fortnite at the minute. I'm gonna be honest. I know you're gonna groan at me, but I'm playing.
Tell you what,
it's a
Championship leader getting a nice toe off Spyrus Virus now. And then crossing the line, he's going to go for a 1 minute, 7.1. It's still third. It is faster, but it's third place.
As Dobby comes across the line, fifth.
McLaren! Excuse me while I just celebrate.
Fernando Alonso is crying right now because he's seeing a McLaren in the top 5. I don't know. He must be thinking, what on earth has happened there? Then, as Nickel's about to come across the line again, that's Dobby done for now.
Last laps of the session. That may have been an uninspired choice for our favourite McLaren driver. Love you too, Spyrus, with the helmet. I just realised what I was saying. Spyrus, your helmet's very lovely. Dobby's an elf.
Nickel improves, but not enough. Nickel can go around again though. Once Glocky's retired.
Oh, he's cut the corner. Nickel's cut the corner a treat. I believe an iRacing guy would say, you cut the course there. You have to give up the position.
James Braden, by the way, is out on that on the softs. Samu is also out on the softs.
She's me in the background. James Braden. I watch way too much Randy. He's hilarious. So let's have a look at what James Braden can do. I'm trying. It's like a tick.
Right. Right. All I'm saying is that I'm going to be acting serious because I do an F1 podcast now, which I won't shout out because I don't know if I'm allowed. So I'll just keep that.
Hamilton has retired in P4. That's enough for him. Oh, what's happened here? Who's improved? I just saw someone improve and I can't see who it was. Oh, it's Perez. Perez going to P10. Oh, he's sat. What on earth happened there? If anybody has any clue what just happened on stream, please let me know.
Spyrus is on an outlap, but didn't come out early enough. That seems to. I think we gotta keep an eye on Mercedes Strama though, and Medium Pilot, who has not binned it, but given up.
Whoa! This is a new part of the course I've never seen before.
He's got lost in Barcelona.
Where the hell are we?
Jesse Tony about to come across the line though. This could be a good lap from him.
Honestly, where the hell are we?
Nope.
Oh, he's been hit. Is that an AI? AI sitting. That's good. I was wondering about if someone was going to get a time penalty for that. But what?
Abby.
Oh yeah. He's the only driver left. Okay. So, Perez has decided to go and take flight as we were on board with him. Wow. Crossing the line now is Abiodinium. That's P10.
I think he just got inside there. Good job from him.
Alright, so as the giggles subside...
To be fair, Gunter Steiner, we're happy he's got a new house driver because last week they just kept crashing into one another.
Well, we shall have a look at all of this. I've just been made aware that one of my friends' steering wheel just broke. So, on pole position is Medium Pilot in P1 ahead of Nickel in P2. Nichols is in P3 and Hamilton in P4. Dobby is in P5. Mercedes Drama is in P6. Jesse Tony is in P7. Glock is in P8. And Spyrus is in P9. And the newcomer, Abiodian, is in P10. Outside of the top 10 and with free tyre choice is Perez in P11. T. Jonas, who's now apparently from Japan, in P12. Bruno Zinio in P13, Samu in P14, James Braden in P15, Kuzmus in P16, Whitestick in P17, Lee is not in P18, and Nick is in P19. I'm going to have to genuinely just email him that clip of Randy saying the name Braden, and he'll understand it.
What do you live in? Email?
I've been emailing a lot of people recently. It's been really weird, actually. I feel like I've been from 2003.
Mate, you should come on my podcast and talk about your emails.
T. John is getting in saying he's gone incognito. He will not be noticed if he's suddenly from a different country, replacing the blue on his flag with white.
Well, where is T. Jonas originally from?
Norway.
I thought you were about
Norway.
I thought you were about to say Norfolk.
No, that's the thing. I was saying I was genuinely about to say Norfolk, but no, he's from Norway. That's all right, David.
I was like, how do you know exactly where he lives? That's a bit dodgy.
No, he's from Oslo. Now, he's not happy with me now. Alright, so it leads us away from the grid, Medium Pilot in P1. This is going to be a great day to see what Medium Pilot can do against Lickle. Obviously, Lickle winning last time, Medium Pilot struggling in Mexico.
As Lickle gets disqualified already. Oh dearie.
It's alright, he's just an impression of Nick, isn't it?
I'm confused here because Brodin is put on the soft compound, which makes me believe that perhaps there could be rain on the way with the weather, which is why. Sorry, it's super soft. But there could be rain on the way with all these people going on super softs. If your strategy was correct, that you can't really do one stop. There could be rain on the way, mate.
That is quite a possibility. It does look very threatening here tonight.
It looks like we're in England, mate. I'll be honest.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was pretty. It rained today, actually. Yeah, where I was.
It didn't rain where I am in good old Buckinghamshire. I'm not from Buckinghamshire.
No, I was in flip flops as well today because I woke up late and my taxi was turned up at 8:15, and I woke up at 8:10.
Was it an Uber?
No, actually, this guy didn't try to kill me. He's just saying there's no rain on the way, so everyone just going for an aggressive strategy then.
Was it Pierre Gasly's broken Red Bull?
No, it was a what car did he drive down? It's a VW, so it's an Audi. So what car are you going to follow in the mid pack for me then?
I'm going to follow the new guy, Abby. So I don't want to. Yeah, there you go. Abby
in 2004, 12, 24. See, if you want Abby's social security number, there it is. Okay, so I will be following the start of the race as always, up with Medium Pilot and Lickle, who will get into T1 faster, and Alex is following the 10th place man. He'll see absolutely everything. Let's see what carnage is going to ensue here in Brazil as the lights come on in a second. Why haven't we had the yellow flag yet? We always get yellow flag. No, we haven't. Okay, the lights are on. 5 red lights. The lights are out now, and the drivers are away now. It's a good start there from the second Mercedes, actually, of Hamilton, but no, he's being swamped up by Ferraris, and it seems they're all going very messily through, and Medium Pilot is away into P1. There's a McLaren cutting one of the S's, and then a Renault almost in the wall as well.
Oh, no, the Haas! Cyrus is out along with Nick! Also
big accident.
There was Nick, Abby Dean, and Jesse Tony.
Virtual safety car has been deployed. Spyrus has crashed out. Virtual safety car has been deployed, and I'm not sure what on earth has just happened.
Well, I saw the Red Bull went sideways, which connected Abby and Dean. I believe it was Nick and Jesse Tony going side by side, and Abby and Dean just kind of a passenger in that situation. Obviously, the virtual's not really going to help these lads out there because they're with a full course caution.
Nick is struggling with that car, and we're back to green flag racing here in Brazil. As I almost said Mexico, and Lickle is back there trying to get past Nikos now. Championship leader, I think championship winner.
Second
two, we have a yellow flag. What happened there? Did he slip his way around the course?
He just gave them the positions. I don't really know what's going on. As Abby Dean and Nick are going side by side off the track. What is going on here? This is very messy racing. Nick has just lost out completely.
If they've got broken front wings, they shouldn't be fighting, really.
Well,
now down the inside goes Dobby on Hamilton. The house elf versus the driver. And the house elf wins. And now under pressure is Glock. Is that Glock trying to pass Hamilton? It is! It is Glock of Brazil, I had to. Why stick retiring in sector 3? Maybe he didn't have time to race.
Dobby almost got caught there. So here we go, Glock trying to overtake Hamilton, which was the opposite way in the intermediate conditions. And Glock's got a bit of dirty air there, struggled to get around the corner. Dobby there in P top 5, not good enough, mate. When you see you on the win, what are you doing? I'm kidding, obviously. Interestingly enough, though, not too much change at the front of the pack.
No, it's not. Lickle getting past Nikos further through that lap, and now you see Hamilton bearing his teeth down on that McLaren, wanting to get his way through, and that Mercedes is looking a little bit unhappy being his P6, isn't it?
Yeah, but one person that is definitely very unhappy is Glocky. He is as close to Hamilton as you could really be, without, kissing the back of it. As right now, Medium Pilot sets the fastest lap there, obviously no problems like that. As what can Glocky do? Is he going to go for another move? No, he's going to think better of it this time around. But one person there is Sabu and Perez. Sabu looked for him at the inside. There was nothing doing there, though. But if I were you on stream, I'd keep an eye on this battle for P8.
DRS is now in operation, and Hamilton has got it in defence of Glock. Glocky cannot make a move on the Mercedes driver as of yet.
No, I think this is a good drive from Dobby. Either you might need to pick up the pace a little bit because those guys aren't afraid to. These guys are going to pull their punches at this part of the season. They've got nothing to lose, so I think they, Dobby might be holding up the fort a little bit, but he's catching to Mercedes Drama, who is our world champion. So congratulations to him.
There's Nikos. Nikos is champion.
Oh, for God's sake!
It's not as bad as the other day when I kept calling someone, I can't remember what I kept calling someone, but it was something. But Hamilton is starting to become under pressure, and it seems that Glock's powers of that Honda engine is starting to improve. Mercedes in a straight line got it, yes, but it seems that the Honda overall is quicker. DRS opening now on both cars, and I think Hamilton's just dragging it away just that little bit more that he needs. But James Braden is going for a move onto Jonas into T1, into the first center S. He's down the inside, and he has made the move stick. At this point in time, he is ahead, and Glock is off the track.
Don't know what happened with Glock there, I didn't see it.
I think he must have gone for a dive bomb.
Don't blame the man.
James Braden now on pace, trying to get past Glock, but Glock with DRS will protect himself, and Braden is not able to make the move. That's it. Finish the words. Finish it. Oh, not up here. No, not there. We saw a crash there last night in GP2, and I think James Braden has learnt from that and decided not to just chuck it up the round the outside, heading towards the.
Well, I think Glock can, if he can quickly dispose these guys, which he kind of needs to do because these guys are on soft tyres, so he's kind of the fastest out of the bunch, really. But the interesting battle for me is the fact that Dobby's now got within DRS and Mercedes Drama.
And he's dragging Hamilton along with all of this as well, isn't he?
Yes.
Hamilton knows slow off that corner.
Yeah, I think Sammy might go for a move on Perez. I know there's a bit of a gap, but he went for it last time. He's going to reel him in, really, with no DRS. He's thinking about it. Looks better off it, though.
Ronaldinho thinking of making a move, but T. Johnson decided to make a move for him, going down the inside of James Braden, now trying to hold it and hook it round the outside. It hasn't worked, the Williams is unable to attack, and now Ronaldinho, the Swiss driver, is going to make a move, or attempt to. Linnell getting a 3-second time penalty. Where is he? He's in P14, but T. Johnson round the outside of James Braden, hasn't managed to make it stick, and now Ronaldinho is trying to get involved. The 23 Toro Rosso, I believe he runs 23, is getting close. Are you sure that's Ronaldinho, or is that Alexander Albon?
It could be Albon, we don't know. We had Kimi Räikkönen drive last time. As Dobby has reeled in Mercedes Drama now.
This battle is not going to let up, and I think this track is short enough and small enough that the battles really don't just subside how they would do at, say, Silverstone.
Yeah, Silverstone, you've got the pace or you're down here, you're getting quite lucky. The track's so short and there is 2 DRS ranges. As right now, Hamilton, he could be going for a move here on Dobby. However, do you think he'll play the smart card and just stick behind him as Dobby is still faster than the guys ahead? I don't know. As right now, Dobby.
It's down to his DRS train, isn't it? He can't get close in the DRS because of Dobby having DRS himself.
Samu and Perez still work close to each other.
I tell you what, there's now a 4-car scrap for P10 and P9 even.
Samu there on Perez. We thought about it again, didn't go for it.
The Haas driver not being able to make a move. And I just realised I've got this completely unselected. Where is Ronaldinho again? Ronaldinho closing in, and everybody seems to be there or thereabouts. I think Hamilton's quicker in the middle sector. I want to say Dobby's quicker, especially with that. But there's a lot of movement on the back of that McLaren actually. Just go on board Hamilton, and there's a lot of movement from the back of that McLaren.
Yeah, but it seems that Dobby's faster than Drama in this sector.
Oh, is he? Oh, that's lag.
That was just lag. I thought he lost it for a second there.
My heart just went up as a McLaren driver myself. That was not what I expected. And no, before you ask, I'm not going to drive the McLaren in this game because I don't like how it looks right now. Right. Down the inside goes Hamilton. Or Hamilton tries it. Dobby sat in the middle of a track, unable to make a move. Samu, yes, take us through this.
Samu though, got up the inside, easy done there on the Force India. Force India almost gets to the back of him there, I think just got a bit lucky. He's going to be a bit disorientated coming out the end of the centre S's. And nobody going for another move to overtake. He's got to, he knows Samu's faster. He now retires. What will Samu do? No, he won't go. What? Perez won't go for it.
Lots of lag there off the drivers. Now Hamilton is within 3/10 of Dobby ahead, and the gap at the top's come down as well. Lickle and Medium Pilot are going to start engaging in their own little battle. Though that yellow flag in Sector 1, not sure what that's down for. It's not any of the leaders.
No one's in Sector 1, mate.
It's probably Lee, to be fair. Lee's car coming out of the pits.
Lickle and Medium Pilot, though, very, very close together.
Yeah, I'm going
Lickle seems to... More yellow
flag? Yeah. I wish it was. Virtual safety car has been deployed. We have a VSC on track. What is that for?
And Lickle's coming in. Lickle's coming in.
Is that for? I think that's because Lee's
Dobby's
cars on
coming
track.
in. Hamilton's coming in.
Drivers all coming in. This will give them the best stop possible. I think that safety car was down to the fact that Lee's car was on track. Glocky getting a 5-second stop and go, goes from bad to worse with a man with the same name as several other Glocks in this track.
No, Dobby had to wait for Hamilton. Oh no, Dobby's stuck.
The Dobby fan club. Oh, is this the glitch? Have we got the glitch?
Oh.
Stupid game, says Lee Nell. DRS has been re-enabled and it seems that Dobby will not be leaving the pit lane. Let's have a look at Glock. Glock is leaving pits. Unless that's down to lag, I don't know if Dobby is going to be released. I think they might have had the McLaren engine failure there. Renault, what have you done?
I don't know, but...
I think stupid game indeed, Lee. I think Dob is out of this race. Yeah, there he is.
After pay respects.
He's out of the car. Dobby is out of the car, getting his long ears out of the car. And that is going to be really frustrating.
Super Softs run his box now then?
Well, Brumandinho didn't pit due to his teammate. Neither of the Ferraris did pit themselves, so they might be trying to go for a full term on the tyres as best they can. But they're going to start battling.
How long do you think it will be?
Well, we've had 2 virtual safety cars. I think maybe 3 more laps on these tyres, maybe 4.
Perez and Samu. Again, nose to tail, really.
Round the outside goes the Force India.
Oh, contact!
Missed that. Went on board with James Braden by accident. Sector 2, we have a yellow flag. That is Jesse Tony, the Red Bull. And there's almost more contact. Perez trying to go around the outside here. It didn't happen last night. It hasn't happened again. The gap's coming down everywhere right now. As Abian makes a move on Nick. Nick going low and Abian going round the outside. Abiodun, sorry. Nick almost understeering into him.
Lickle's in traffic with Brumandinho. I think Lickle, though, has made a strategic masterstroke here. I think the sooner Medium Pilot pits, the better, really, in the context of his race. I think with super soft tyres aren't going to be too quick, really. I don't know about your opinion on it, mate.
Well, we will see as the race unfolds. I think Brumandinho is definitely going to be under pressure here. I think Brumandinho is going to play it smart and decide what he does. Yeah, there is Lickle. Goes down the inside easily there. Brumandinho not making it hard at all for him to overtake him.
Samu, though, and Perez. Samu, just the faster of the two, it seems, really. These guys will be in a very strong battle, I feel, though, mate.
That battle, will carry on for the rest of the Grand Prix, as you said. Those two seem to just can't leave each other alone.
Medium Pilot is getting caught by Nikos.
I think that it's almost time for those red wall tyres to go back into the bin, back in the tyre blankets, and we'll see them again next week. Will we see them again next week? I think we'll see them again next week.
Well, it's Ultra Softs, I know. Is that Ultra Softs are definite?
Ultra Softs are definite, yes. It's Ultra Softs, Hyper Softs, and Softs. Super Softs, there we go. I think that's it.
There's Lickle on the back of two smooths. Right, Lickle needs to dispose of these drivers as fast as he can. Really, because after he gets rid of these guys, he's got a bit of a gap to James Braden, 2.6 seconds. If he can, the issue is with this one is that two smooths is getting DRS off of T. Jonas. There's a bit of a battle between these guys happening, and Lickle's kind of just getting involved with that. But surely Lickle's will get the better of two smooths. Sector 2,
Jesse Tony is gone in Sector 2. The Red Bull day goes bad to worse. And now down the inside goes Little. That's could be classed as forcing a driver off. I think he should hand that back to Tuzmus if you ask me.
I don't really know on that one. I think that could have been hard but fair racing from my point of view. But then again, though, I'm not a steward, so I just see it from a driver's point of view more than the steward's point of view. But Nickel, though, he's on a rampage right now. Issues for me, the medium pilot longer he stays out, the more he's affecting his race.
I think those tyres are definitely well past second hand, as Dobby would say, as Nikos pulls into pit lane. The champion pulls into the pits.
Well, let's see where Nikos comes out compared to the rest of the guys, and then we'll have an opinion on where.
I'm on board with Nickel now.
Really.
Ball with Nickel, he's now pulled into the inside, making a move onto Jonas on the medium tyres, down the inside, and he is ahead of Nikos.
Yeah, if I was a medium pilot, you'd have to think he needs to box the slap. But
You gotta think he's medium. If you're listening to the pits, this is James. Get in the pits.
And now Hamilton and Nikos. Hamilton was in a battle with Dobby a while ago. Dobby unfortunately got robbed from this race.
Yeah, that'll be an angry house off. I think Lee has put in the chat. He said, "I'm not happy with Cody. They fixed the tyre temperature issue, but they haven't fixed the pit lane, which is the bigger issue." Whoever had issues with the tyre temperature really just don't know how to cool down tyres.
Dobby was not a free elf this round.
Crap! Did you not give him a sock?
Apparently,
medium pilot's in. Same with
As oh no, Sammy got it all wrong. Sammy got it all wrong.
Now Samu will not be leading the Grand Prix. Perez will be. Sector 3, we have a yellow flag. It's Tuzmus.
Tuzmus.
Oh, try and get it right up. Something happened there. He must have gone wide at Young Zhao. And now he's under pressure from Nikos. Nikos rounding outside of the Alfa Romeo driver. The Alfa Romeo driver trying to cover the inside. It hasn't happened. He just lets him through. And now the lead is to Samu and Perez.
Oh, medium pilot, come out. He'll come out ahead. Oh no! Mercedes driver lost it. The pit lane, he's got wing damage.
Ferrari are going to feel that one. And he's ahead of his teammate. Is Luca Biocco going to cool them up and just go get out of the way?
It's a possibility. We'll see how Mercedes driver deals with these. He's lifting quite heavily. But look at the advantage he's got, I'll be honest. Brandinho is actually been a hero on these tyres.
Yeah, he has. Brandinho going 12 laps long. I said 3 or 4 laps longer just to tell you leaving the session. And I think Brandinho may be bailing into pit lane this time round.
Maybe Mercedes will definitely bang the wall once or twice. Can Hamilton go for a move on his teammate?
Hamilton is there or thereabouts, but I think it's more likely that medium pilot will be making a move on Brumandinho this time. And Hamilton could be in trouble trying to pass Brumandinho as well. So the Toro Rosso really being the cork in the bottle right now. Oh, how does that sound? Wasn't it a Toro Rosso that was getting in the way of Hamilton winning the championship in Brazil?
Speaking of overtakes, though, Nikos surely got anything about going for a move on Mercedes' drama now.
Oh, he's lifted off. You saw that. That's very good that Nikos noticed that he was going to lift off. As Hamilton's right on the back end of Brumandinho. He's going to try and get the run through here. I think he hasn't got the run yet, and Brumandinho does slip behind him though.
Yeah, Mr. Drummer lifted off. I don't know what that is, wing damage, but something tells me that it could be. Hamilton looks faster than medium pilot on these tyres though.
Hamilton's been on there for a while longer. Medium pilot's still going to heat them up, Rambo. He's still going to come out the pit lane, they're still a little bit cold.
Obviously, yeah, good point. Thank you for realizing that. As Lickle was slowly moving his way to the Grand Prix, about to take your boy to become P3.
James Braden is in P3.
Nikos and Brumandinho, sorry to cut off your impression. Brumandinho surely into the pits. What is Brumandinho doing? I don't know what his strategy call is.
Yeah, he's losing positions like an absolute soldier right now. And even Lee's put it in chat, 13 laps on the super soft tyres, plus qualifying, remember? He didn't stop in the first round of stops.
He didn't?
No, was he out the point? Was he out of the top 10?
He wasn't.
Madness. I'm going to check now.
Looks this drama though.
No,
Maybe
he is.
going for another move
They're
on
fresh ones.
Nikos.
They're only 14 laps on those tyres. They were fresh at the start of the race.
They were. Oh yeah, they were just about, but even so.
Yeah, they're definitely not there. And Lickle right on now on the back of James Braden and Samu. And tell you what,
Medium Pilot's not too far behind.
no, he's not. He's going to clear T. Jonas though, and that is going to be. I mean, that's a championship contender in GP2. T knows how to race, and I think he just wanted to race tonight, but he's going to be past.
Isn't that the man that commentates with you on the practice races in GP3?
Yeah,
isn't that the guy?
Nothing's confirmed though with whether he will be. Samu falls into pit lane. Nothing's confirmed whether he will be joining us for the full season or not. Lickle is now in the P1 after passing James Braden.
Samu's in. He did 15 laps on the softs and felt he had to come in. That's how ridiculous it is. Bernardino's still out.
I think Bernardino's just got a good setup for that, and now Medium Pilot is into P4. He's still chasing this. Lickle's doing a good job of keeping a car between him and Medium Pilot.
Yes, he can. Perez takes the lead of the Grand Prix though. Let's not give it away from him. Good strategy call. Obviously, he's not there on merit unfortunately today, but he got some nice helicopter shots following the leader. So Bernardino is P9. Oh, Nick's out. Bernardino is in P9 right now because Glocky, his teammate. What could have been for Glocky today, really?
Bernardino can do soft tyres from the end of from now until the end of the race, and we'll see that. We'll see what he can do.
Nick pinned it in a really weird position. James Braden's in.
Oh, Perez with a time penalty in the pit lane.
So yeah, that 15 laps is the soft end. Will Bernardino now come into the pit? Yes. 15 laps on this. Good job. I can't do anything but applaud that. It didn't really work out in terms of strategy, but he could be racing. We definitely be ahead of Abbey. But speaking of Abbey, he completely almost loses it.
Anyway, now we're going to look at Perez, who is just come out behind Glock. So he's got to make the move on Glock soon. Remember, he will now have 5 seconds added to his time at the end of the Grand Prix for the pit lane infringement. There's
no longer a car between Lickle and Medium Pilot.
And Medium Pilot is on much younger tyres. Look at that. 5 laps younger.
Luckily, they're on medium tyres, so the tyre life isn't too difficult to handle. Hopefully he'll be okay, but we should be seeing the battle later on. Nikos is getting right behind Hamilton, who himself is right behind himself, and Strava is right behind them.
Ferrari working as a team trying to pull Max Silius's wounded car away, but it seems to be struggling now. That wind damage is definitely getting worse. And now Nikos is going to pick a line. He's going to go to the inside, trying to outbrake the Mercedes. He has managed to do that, and he's had to slip up behind him. Nikos getting inside. Nikos is in the wall.
Did he hit the wall, or did he save it?
He saved it.
Two wounded Ferraris.
No damage. No damage on the Ferrari whatsoever of Nikos.
Those tyres aren't feeling too good.
No, big slide though. Nick has left the session. Ladies with 13 drivers.
Started with 19, and Dobby is the only person that didn't actually retire. Just kind of got screwed over. As the Medium Pilot slowly getting closer to Nickel. As we're only halfway through this race, mate.
Yeah, you're only halfway through. Tuzman's getting a time penalty in P11. I'm getting incredibly hungry. I haven't eaten. I can smell my mum's chili downstairs.
I haven't even eaten food yet, so
3 weeks.
I'm on my second can of alcohol, so
sweet. Medium Pilot, sorry, not Medium Pilot. Medium Pilot's teammate, Hamilton. Smooth segue recovery. He's under pressure now from Mixilius Drama. He's going to try and chuck it up the inside of T1. No, he hasn't managed to do it on Hamilton. Hamilton locks up though, and Hamilton is able to make the corner though. So nothing coarse there. Nothing coarse there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Hamilton's low on fuel. That's the issue.
Down the inside, Glock getting a time penalty, but down the inside attempt from Mixilius, but it hasn't happened.
They check penalties right now. Hopefully, no one's got. Lickle has one more.
Rubadinho down the inside of Tuzmus, a little bit of tyre banging there, and Tuzmus getting, T. John's getting a time penalty to his name as well. And look which battle has restarted. It's Samu versus Perez.
course it has, but Perez got a 5-second time penalty. Samu does not. I don't think Samu's got any penalties. I think Perez might also have a.
Bruno Dinio's lost the
Perez,
position against Tuzmu, so Tuzmu's fighting back.
Perez has the stop go, but just Samu has 2 warnings. Just let you know, mate, critically, Nichols got 1 warning, Medium Pilot's got 2.
Oh, so Medium Pilot pushing hard. He is closing in. Not by much, though. And now, Mercedes is going to open his DRS and attempt to pass in 205, 206, 207, 209, 210, 211 miles an hour before the breaks down. Down the inside goes the Ferrari ahead, but it hasn't managed to work out yet. Hamilton's still ahead of him, and that's going to get even more frustrating. Now down to Samu. Samu's getting annoyed at seeing that BWT Stroll car ahead of him. Oh, Hamilton made a mistake, though. Hamilton has been passed out by Mercedes.
No, he didn't make a mistake. He just let him through. He was using 0 ERS mode.
That is odd to see Hamilton. That might be down to poor tyre life left.
I don't know, but Samu is getting very, very antsy behind. As slowly but surely, Medium Pilot is catching. Nicole.
So what do you think the medium tyres can do? Maybe they can only go to like lap 18 or 19.
I don't know. I think Nick will be okay.
We shall see. We see Hamilton. I think is starting to struggle
based on Brumaldinho, going 50 odd laps on the super softs.
Right, Senna closing right up to the back of Glock now. He's pulling Samu along. And we're going to see who makes an overtake first, Samu or Senna, Glock, Perez. What's his name? That's it, Perez.
Look, now we're seeing a turn of the tables, mate. Because Stom and no ERS to deploy. Hamilton's got it all.
Perez down the inside of Glock. Glock trying to hold it around the outside. He has managed to hold it. Perez has to try again. This time, he's going to be under pressure from Samu as well. Glock pulling defensively, pulling into the pit lane. To Brumandinho. Now down the inside, around the outside. Sorry, goes Perez, and Glock is able to hold off the forced Stroll car. The forced Stroll car has just had to slip back in.
I love how you call it the forced Stroll car.
I'm switching it up a few times, I think, during the season. I'm switching between Racing Point, Force India, Stroll, which normally takes me yelling at it.
Also, Nikos is catching back up with these guys.
Yeah, and look at that as well. James Braden is coming as well. Oh, down the inside goes Perez of Glock. That took a second to register. He has gone down the inside, and Glock is trying to defend. Perez is off in the marbles, and he's now going to be under pressure from Samu.
Oh, interesting.
Here we go. Samu has the run on him now. The Haas will pop open that DRS, the American car. DRS open, but Perez, crucially, is closing quicker. He goes down the inside of Glock. Can Glock hold it? No, a little bit of a brake check in the middle of the corner. Glock is wide. Glock is spinning, and he's okay though. Perez getting a foul penalty, and now DRS opening on Samu's car, and Perez is flying away. Samu's going to make a move on Glock. He's going to attempt to release, and that's Jesse Tony, but he has not made the move. Glock is able to defend into that second DRS braking zone.
Yeah, and the battle I'm interested in, mate, though, is what's going to happen with this type of battle for the podium at the minute. Obviously, Hamilton in much better stead with the ERS to deploy.
We will see what happens there in a bit, because they're there, but he can't really close up on Mixedius, can he? But now Samu's going to try and make a move on Glock soon. Seems that something's kicked off in the chat, and they've been told not to. And Medium Pilot there, a time penalty has been issued to the driver, and that is going to really sting for his for his race win effort. And now Glock letting Samu through by the looks of it, and in turn he's let James Braden through as well. James Braden down the inside, almost running into the back of Samu, but he hasn't managed to do it. He has managed to save the car even. He's got the run though on the Haas driver. DRS open on the Austrian team trying to go round the outside of the American owned car, and he has not managed to do it on the Haas. He has not managed to do it. Will Buxton eat your heart out? Alright then. What are you looking at, Alex?
Sorry, man, I'm completely zoned out there for a second. I could look at James Braden getting absolutely on the back of his sister team.
So I thought you zoned out. I thought you were staring at the can of the alcohol and just going, what have I done with my life?
No, sorry, man, I'm on 3 hours sleep as well, so...
Oh my goodness me, and you came here. That fight really was
Yes.
quick from Barcelona. Okay, DRS open on the back of the Red Bull now, and he's going to try and make a move on that Toro Rosso, but I think Toro Rosso's got enough drag to try and pull itself along. And he goes down the inside of the Haas. He has made it stick on the Haas, and he has to then let it go again.
I want him to get closer to Mercedes' drama.
Now Braden is going to try. They're going to go 3 wide here. If James can get the actual toe that he wants, they are 3 wide. But James pulls back on the inside. Down the inside goes Glock, and then down the inside following is James Braden, bumping and bashing. But he is through. What is Samu going to do? Is he going to hold it, try and chuck it down the inside here? He's going to try. He has tried. There's no contact, and he's actually made a move here, which I've never seen that work. Never, ever, ever have I seen that work. There's a lead jumping in the chat immediately taking the mick out of my Haas puns, but it has to be done. Come on, yeah, that was even that.
Don't worry,
awful.
this is there. It's like sometimes.
Oh, but James Braden is now going to be attacking Samu. Samu, who's going to once again be attacking Glock. These guys are going to be going to the end of the race like this, aren't they?
Yes, I think so. As Samu now going up the inside of Glocky.
There, Glock
Jump
can Glock
So
copy.
now.
Oh, that was close.
I thought for a second it was one of the biggest audacious moves I've seen in Formula 1 history. But no, will Glock go for another move now though? He's got He's got it was James Braden's right there.
What is
right in
the
the
hoo?
pants.
Tell us what the hoo is.
It's a kind of chocolate, I guess. I don't know at this point. There's Mordio and Two Smooths in a battle right now. Two Smooths coming back at him.
I've trained him well, folks. Go around the outside, but Drew Andino trying to hold it down the inside. He has made the move stick on the Alfa Romeo. The Alfa Romeo darting out, saying, "I'm going to jump you." And look who's just got into DRS range for a fraction of a second. It was Medium Pilot. Now,
Yes.
I wonder if Glock's tyres are starting to run out. They are at 17 laps old.
Yeah, it depends, but Nichols is at 18.
Yeah, that is a fair shot. That could be also why, as Glock tries to go around the outside of Samu, it could also be why we see Medium Pilot is closed in so quickly. Now Glock is going to try once more on it, and it's all brightening up here in Brazil, and Samu running Glock as close to the white line as possible. Oh, contact! Big contact! Glock is out!
What is going on there?
Samu,
dear.
how many moves did Sam make there? I think he was about 3 or 4, but he made some moves, and it cost Glock the race. I wonder if there'll be a very quick steward's inquiry there, because it was all caught on stream, and Medium Pilot is now pushing hard, and I can tell you now, Ryan's not going to be happy.
Well, he needs to. He's got a 3-second time penalty. As Abby gets the fastest lap, he's gone in for that now, the super softs.
I think I'll be receiving a very angry letter from the Toro Rosso team in a minute to the Haas team. Please repair the car. Please pay for our car repair before the next Grand Prix. XOXO from Maranello.
Or just come to Brazil, Barcelona. And then we'll sort out.
James Braden getting a time penalty as he starts to move along and try and get past the Haas. That's the wrong accent there.
What was that?
I don't know. And what was that move there?
Rodinho and Two Smooths were side by side, contact made.
I think Samu's defence is starting to get a little bit more Kevin Magnussen-like throughout this race.
Well, Samu, obviously, you caught what happened on stream, I didn't, so I can't really have anything to comment. As Hamilton's getting right close to the back now, serious drama.
Yeah, I just saw that Ryan put something in the chat. I did read it, it has been covered up, but I have read it, and yeah, To be honest, mate, I completely agree with you. Hamilton's
Ryan?
right on the back of Mixier's drama, so I try and get this back loaded up.
Who's Ryan? Because I don't know who Ryan is.
Glock.
Hamilton's lost it, mate.
Hamilton has lost it. Many things. Did he really have it? Well, he has some talent. Now, James Braden once again trying to make a move on Samu. Samu overly defensive, I think, towards the end of this race. Towards the midpoint of this race, even. And now, look at that. Nickel is right on the back of... Nickel is under attack from the Mercedes. I'm going to try and get the stream back up on my phone. Do excuse me, it's using my tablet so it doesn't want to like me.
I can smell roast potatoes, however, nobody's in the house, so I don't know what's going on there. As medium
alcohol
pilots...
affecting your senses. James Braden has made a move on Samu, and this time Samu cannot defend.
Yeah, I just don't know what's going on, mate. As right now, medium pilot might be thinking about going for a middle nickel. Let's see. It'll either be now, or it'll be going into the sector, the sector 1 DRS straight.
Unfortunately, now I can't actually see some of the chats. I've got to quickly log. I'm trying to work the stream with one hand and log into the YouTube with another, and I have got it up now, so I can see the messages. And that is okay. So we won't put that in there, Ryan. But you've made your feelings clear, and I assume there'll be a video of that when it's on stream anyway. But medium pilot pushing hard now. Is he going to make a move in one of these twisty turny bits in the second sector, or does he have to wait and see for T1 once more? So lap 29 heading on to lap 30 of the race, and Little's tyres are well beyond use point, I think, for 21 laps on them.
At this stage, the strategy kind of worked, but if Lickle can keep medium pilot behind, there's a 3-second gap. Medium pilot's got to make out, so as much as Lickle can keep medium pilot behind, Lickle goes very defensive to the center S's, and well, Lickle's kept it. This is going to be angry. This is going to be making medium pilot quite angry. Lickle, good defensive driving, it has to be said.
DRS open now on medium pilot's car, moving once. Is Lickle then moving again, just in the braking zone now? That could be classed as a Verstappen-esque move.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with it. As medium pilot's not going to be thinking.
Oh, this is dangerous here. He's clipped the tyre. That was lucky, because that could have ended in real life. That would have been a puncture on that tyre.
Yeah. Thankfully, Codemasters doesn't know how to make a video game, so we're lucky.
I still want to know why we can't destroy the rear wings on the cars. I like to rip rear wings off cars, but that's just me. Oh, Lickle! That's a big bottom oversteer. I think those tyres are starting to run out.
Well, I mean, they've run quite a lot. I think, you know, he can't box or that. I think he would have done it a while ago if he was worried about that. Here goes medium pilot, though. Another lap with PV behind could be an interesting one, mate. I'm going to be honest. If Lickle can stay defensive...
I don't think he can. I don't think he'll be able to. I think this is going to be medium pilot's best run here. He's going to go around the outside as best he can. Lickle's going to run him out, but I think medium pilot's going to just do that. Just slip it around the outside, and now he's going to just break that 3-second gap.
However, Lickle's got the DRS. He's got him, I think.
Ooh,
yes.
Big squeeze in the braking zone, though.
However, medium pilot again losing on a lap there where he could just overtake. He's got to be so careful. This is going to be an interesting battle now, because I think another lap and it's game over.
We shall see. Remember, Lickle's tyres could dramatically drop off, or he could be approaching puncture territory. That's always an option.
Yes, I don't know. I don't know at this stage, mate. Right now, we've got to be thinking medium pilot's got what? Maybe if he doesn't get in the next lap, he's got one more lap to do it. But even so, to get a second out of Lickle at this stage, I think would be a little bit preposterous.
Depends on how much. I think medium pilot's got almost, so he's got about 3/4, just over half ERS bar. And now he's going to open DRS. He has to get to the inside. Nova Renault's going to hold it. He's going round the outside once more. We've seen this work once before. This shows why the DRS doesn't work. And has he skimmed the grass? He has not skimmed the grass. He is ahead of Lickle now coming into this next DRS zone. This is where Lickle's more powerful. And this is where medium pilot needs to prove that he was more defensive. He left a gap last time and Lickle took it. And this time, He's going to go out wide, but I think Medium Pilot, he's off track. He's off track, and Medium Pilot is back on and into the lead. Now he's just going to storm over it as best he can.
Yeah, but it's possible at this stage. Without
really
question, good battle between the two. We just don't know what's going to happen, and Savvy gets a penalty. No real battles going on around the rest of the circuit there, but I think Lickle, as long as he can stick with the DRS, I think he's got a lot more straight line speed than Medium.
We shall see what the Pilot can do in P1, but he is already pulling temps out on him.
It's a bit ridiculous there. I think those tyres are shot, as you were saying. Right, here we go. He's going to get DRS now, straight on speed OP on that Renault.
DRS open now on that Renault, as we said. The engine working overtime as it tries to drag that car back closer. He catches
Look how much he just clawed him in.
That was so fast in the straight line. Setup difference there. I think Medium Pilot has just got a setup that works better in the middle sector. And if he can keep clawing in, he's only lost over the few DRS straights. He's lost 2 attempts, if not 1, really, just that little mistake that Lickle made through the corner. So if he can keep doing that, he's going to be okay, but it's going to be close, isn't it?
I mean, if you think about it, there's only a 5-lap difference between Medium Pilot and Lickle's tyres, so they're both their tyres are pretty shot, as Medium Pilot loses the back end a little bit there. I'm interested to see what happens, mate, I'm going to be honest.
It definitely will be an interesting one. But that's 1.1 seconds. That's already just helped him. That big slide from Lickle has already helped Hamilton. Pilot. Now Tuzmus goes in on Brumentino as well for P10. Brumentino needs to try and make a move, try and stay ahead of him. And Tuzmus, I'm getting everyone's names mixed up right now, is dropping back.
Yeah, and Lickle, unfortunately, I think he's just giving up the ghost there. Could this be? It depends, really. I'm going to have to check the warnings again, because Medium Pilot was pushing like mad, so good, but there were a couple more
He has a penalty. That's all I know.
He has a penalty. I'll check the warning. He's got 2 extra. If he gets another penalty, it's game. If he gets another warning,
definitely will be. We will see. That's 1.5 seconds difference between the top 2 right now, and he's got to break up to 3. This is going to get very difficult unless Lickle's tyre explodes.
He's got to be careful though, because Medium Pilot's tyres, because he's a he as well at this stage, they're both very, very old.
Yeah, it really is. Left to right, we're going to go on board with Medium Pilot. 2.5 seconds, immediately lost a second. And Medium Pilot now is going to see that gaps increase. Something's wrong. 3 seconds, something's wrong. Is that a flat tyre? No. Did he have a half spin by the sound of it?
No, he's got a flat tyre.
Has he? Where?
Back right.
Yeah, that's
back
it.
Right.
That's movement. That is a flat, and he's in the wall. Renault in the wall, and that is Lickle's chance of a podium over here tonight, and he's got to stay there. Do not move, Lickle. Now move.
Back right.
Penultimate lap of the Grand Prix. He pushed it too far. 26 laps on the tyres. Hamilton's on 27.
Nikos is also in. Hamilton's on 27. I don't think Hamilton's been pushing nearly as much.
Will Hamilton have his tyre explode as well? So, Lickle's tyre explodes, and that is the story of the Grand Prix. Lickle losing the lead and then second place on an exploding tyre. Sounds like 2013 at Silverstone, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a sad story. On Supersoft tyres, obviously, but can Hamilton? Are we going to see a Mercedes Ferrari finish here, or will Hamilton also blow up? We'll find out.
Here we are. We're going on to the 36th lap of the Grand Prix. Where is Medium Pilot? He's on to the final lap of the Grand Prix. He is there, and has Hamilton's tyres carried on? They're still in one piece right now, and Nikos is going to slip up the inside, and I think Hamilton might just have to concede this defeat as the fact that his tyres are knackered.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other option. Sector 3 waved yellows. Is that James Braden? No, it's not.
James Braden losing position. So Hamilton dropping back even further. Those tyres, yeah, I think he's taking it easy to try and get those tyres to the end.
Well, he's only got to survive a little bit longer. Can Lickle get back in the points though?
Battles galore on track right now. Lickle is not far away. He might get it on penalties. I think on the last lap of the Grand Prix, unless these two seriously get in a battle, he's not going to do it. Sector 2, we have a yellow flag. That is, I think, that no, it's Medium Pilot has a time penalty. What's that? Medium Pilot has a puncture.
Oh dear!
Flat tyre on the Mercedes. We did not expect to have one on the final lap of the Grand Prix.
The back right as well.
It's going to win. Mixed in his drop. It's a Ferrari 1-2 here in Brazil. Heartbreak for Medium Pilot and for Lickle. And Medium Pilot retires.
Hamilton gets second. He splits them. Perez, great drive from him. P4.
What on earth went on in that race?
James Braden and Sammy though will penalties. We won't finish. Sammy gets to top 5, but it's still that way. Yes.
Lickle now races in line.
Oh,
Lickle racing to the line.
Surely.
3 wide. Who's towards the line? Who's there? Who's there? 3 wide. They're actually going to cross the line. 3 wide. And that is Lickle faster than the Grand Prix into P7.
What on earth? And unfortunately, Abby, not the best debut for him, but.
What a race there.
Woo! Right, who do we have in the top 3 that can speak English, if any of them?
I think we'll just bring Hamilton in because I honestly cannot remember if Mixilius. I know Mixilius can, and I don't think Nikos can speak English either. So we'll go straight to just speaking to Hamilton, and we will talk to him about how he survived that and how he must feel for his teammate.
Don't know how to feel about that one, mate. I'm going to be honest.
I think I'm more excited about the fact that they raced to the line.
I'm more excited about the top 2, and not the top 2 today. The Ferraris, both from Greece, take the podium and the victory today. But Hamilton, good job by the man, P2. Actually was smart with his tyres and made them able to last. Good job. Mate, do you want me to run through the finishing order? Or do
yeah, just take us through it. Barring any serious investigations.
Mixilius Drama is the winner. Hamilton second, Nikos third, Perez fourth, Sammy fifth, Braden sixth, Lickle seventh, T. Jones eighth, Two Smith ninth, and Brondinho 10th. And then the only person to finish outside the top 10 was Abian. And then Medium Pilot, Glocky, Nick, Jesse Tony, Dobby, Linal, Weaslick, and Spirus Virus. Woo! Those were the non-finishers. What could have been today, mate? That's my thing. What could have been?
Medium Pilot has just been said that he's got 78% on his tyres when they blew. And breaking news here: qualifying ban for Samu for next race for taking out Glocky.
Well, Samu can celebrate for now, but not for very much longer. As now we're gonna have an interview. Who's taking the head in the interview in this one, mate?
You will if you can.
Yeah, sure, absolutely no problem.
Alright, so I'll just invite Hamilton into the podium chat and we can have a chat with him. He's literally just messaged me and asked why there's no interview, and I'm just about to invite him. Do excuse me for a moment as the screen goes blue. There's going to be one in a second. Let me just go get him. Alright, so we're back onto the stream. We'll see what happened there. Just wait for Hamilton to come in and join us. Oh my god, I've just seen. Right, the first question you have to ask him, mate, is what tyre wear he was on, because I've just seen it.
Hello.
Just make sure his
Hello,
mic set to share.
guys.
Is your mic set to share, mate?
Yeah.
Alright,
let's
I'll
get
hand
started.
you over.
First question is, there was a lot of punches towards the end there, mate. Can you tell us what % your tyres were on?
Yeah, I can confirm my tires were at 90%, man. This is incredible.
JB, do you have an answer to that? 90%.
So Mercedes
Yeah,
upgraded their
nice.
rear wheels midway through the season. Clearly, that helped with the fact that Hamilton got the upgrades and medium pilot didn't.
Yeah, because I'm number one.
Well, you proved it today with the only Mercedes finisher in the second place for you on track third. How was your race?
Second, I finished.
It was on track third though, but you got promoted to
Yeah.
second.
Yeah, I knew, to be honest, that Nikos had 9 seconds, so I just didn't fight it, you know. I was just looking at my tires the last 2 laps. I was only looking at my tires and just taking minimum traction and always on lean mix and low earth mode because I saw little because I was waiting for it because I knew it because I look after my tires so good and I was running a setup. Pre 1.16 patch. Don't know if the others are running more aggressive setups due to tire temp, but I knew that maybe Lickle would have a puncture. So yeah, I saw him effectively having puncture, but I was surprised that medium pilot got a puncture.
Obviously, yeah. What was your thoughts when you saw the two drivers that also boxed quite early glow up? Were you worried at that point? Were you thinking this could happen to me too?
Yeah, you know, because I was waiting for it. Like at lap 30 or 31, I looked at the tire wear because I didn't have any tire temperature problem. So I just looked at the tire wear. It was around 77. So usually at that kind of percentage, the tires go up, you know, blow up in the air. So yeah, I was anxious all along through the last 5 laps. So I was waiting, and I was always looking at the pace of medium pilot and Lickle, and I knew that Lickle pace was dropping out. And then I saw him at the main straight spinning out, and I knew he had a puncture. So yeah, I was maybe lucky, but I take it.
Okay, well, this was the penultimate race. It wasn't in Barcelona, like I said on the stream, because I'm an idiot. What was your thoughts on Abu Dhabi next week? Can we see you on the podium again, perhaps?
Yeah, well, I'm happy finally after three unfortunate races, 3 DNFs, two from the lead to be back on the podium. It was great, and it was a great race. You know, 5, 6 drivers. I think Dobby had the pit lane glitch. I don't know what happened to him, but I think he had the pit lane glitch.
He
So
did.
We
like
can
fifth.
we can confirm that that was what happened.
Yeah, because he was in front of me. I was held up, and then I saw him still in the pit, and I knew it's a shame for Dobby because it was, I believe, an incredible race. I think the viewers would agree with that, and you would agree with that.
Okay, mate. Well, unless you got anything to add, JB, is that us done here?
No, that is us done. Congratulations to you, Hamilton, and well done for that race. Though, would you say it was for a little bit of luck due to the other people?
Well, luck, and I say I nursed my tires, you know, because obviously we did a mistake. The strategy was wrong to pit. I should have pitted for soft and then go back to super soft. But yeah, I stick to it. And then when the two Ferraris and went out of the pit straight behind me, I knew that I messed up. So it was at least 5 laps fresher tires. And to keep the pace with them with 90% tire wear was incredible. So it's a bit of luck and yeah, bit of technique, I would say.
Well, mate, congratulations, and hopefully we'll see you in the podium conversation next week. Until then, though, have a good time practicing, and hopefully we'll see you here next week, man. All the best.
Thank you guys. Good night.
Right. So we now leave Hamilton, and we're going to go back and just close out this race because wow, that was insane.
I think I need to go and have a lie down, mate. I don't
That
know
might
what
be the
that's.
alcohol talkie as well.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I've only had one can, so I'm actually alright. I think, yeah, but I think it's the 3 hours sleep, mate, more than anything else. But no, mate, what a race! Obviously, 1 more to go until we get the new season started, which I'm excited for as a person that'll be racing next season in the new tier. But until then, I have nothing else really to add apart from the fact that I want to go cry because of how much stress I received from that. But
Well,
until then, mate.
yes. After next week, we'll have 1 week break before we return to Australia, and we're going to do it all again before the 2019 game comes out. I really hope you guys are going to get nice and excited because next week is the finale of SFR. We'll see the last preseason test for GP3, which will hold only GP3 drivers including Alex here and a few other fan favourites. We'll be seeing them up France. And then we'll be seeing both leagues take on the mighty Abu Dhabi circuit, and the 1 point battle between the GP2 championship is only just heated up, and I don't know what to do.
Do you know what? I'm going to be honest. I'm a bit annoyed that in the testing there isn't post-race interviews. Because if I got on the podium, I would eat that up.
You have to do it in the league now.
Yeah, I have to do it when it counts, but I won't. I guarantee I'll bin it.
Nah, I have faith in you, and I'm sure everyone else has faith in Alex for his ventures into GP3. But
not if I'm drinking. Not if I'm drinking.
Yes, well, we do not advocate for drinking and driving here in SFR.
Especially with the hiking and graphics around Austria. Especially with the hiking and graphics around. It's weird. I always find that weird that a drinks company is at sponsorship for Formula One. But
well, they get a lot of money for selling only that beer at the events.
They do, yes. Anyway, I think that's us done.
That is us done. And we say goodbye to the Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache. And we'll be seeing everybody head over to the Yas Marina circuit in Brazil next week for the finale of the league. And
oh my God! You screwed up again!
How did I screw up?
You said we're going to Brazil. You said the Yas Marina circuit in Brazil. That's Abu Dhabi.
I haven't eaten. Leave me alone. I've screwed up one end. I've screwed up the other end now. All right. So we'll end it there, and we'll see you. We'll see you next week for some race somewhere, and we will work it out where it is when we land. See you later, guys.
Bye bye.